As the COVID-19 pandemic continues, many domestic violence shelters are seeing a spike in cases. What's more are the challenges they face to adhere to the CDC guidelines to help stop the spread of this virus. Our Abigail James shows us what's happening at one shelter in Lawrence to help, and it's new at 5.
They don't call and say, COVID has brought on DV in my home.
Megan Stuckey with Willow Domestic Violence Shelter in Lawrence says though they can't blame the COVID-19 pandemic as the reason, they have received more cases in the past couple weeks.
People are at home and, kind of stuck in their situation even more than they normally would be because they're not going out to work, they're not taking their kids to school, they're not doing the normal things that kind of relieve tension in a household.
On top of that, she says there's also the fear that shelters aren't open.
But we are, and we're just going through screening processes and helping people be there in the safest way possible.
And by safe, Stuckey means without adding to the amount of COVID-19 cases in the area.
Well, here at the shelter, they're keeping fewer rooms occupied to help with social distancing. But because of this, they've had to get creative to help more families.
So we kind of rolled out a Landlords Save Lives marketing campaign.
Stuckey says they've asked landlords to consider short-term leases and lower rent for people that normally wouldn't qualify for a lease.
We've had really good success. We have moved now, or are in the process of moving 9 families and individuals. That opens up a lot of space at our shelter to take in new people who are in immediate danger and need to start the process.
I brought some pots and pans and some dishes that we didn't need anymore.
Stuckey says while they place families in housing, they now need many of the items to furnish the apartments, many items of which survivors are forced to leave behind.
It's the things you need to start a household because our survivors come with clothes on their backs, and a few belongings.
Abigail James, KCTV5 News.
Our coverage of coronavirus impacts here locally continues online. You can just go to kctv5.com and click on coronavirus.